What's going on, guys? Now, as you see the other day, the Wizards lost to the Heat, which all but ended the Wizards' playoff chances. Now, I come to you, Leonsis, with one request, and that's to be a man of your word. You said if the Wizards failed to reach the goal of making the playoffs, some changes are to happen. That's all I gotta hear. And the Wizards ain't making the playoffs, so what's your move, sir? The Wizards fan base have been clamoring for front office changes for who knows how long now. You put it out there that if the goals ain't reached, something gotta give. So I'm confident in you that you will not let me and the fan base down. I'm expecting you to be a man of your word. And during the off season, I look at my phone and see a notification that say the Washington Wizards have parted ways with GM Ernie Grunfeld. That's all I'm saying. It was an unfortunate season. A lot of injuries. It started off, with the injury bug, with Dwight Howard missing a good part of the beginning of the season, and then with the John Wall injury and all that. I mean, it's a sad case, but injuries happen. But that's not an excuse. It's really not an excuse. So I don't want to hear no excuses about, well, let's see what happens when we have Dwight back next year and see if we can be in a playoff race for John to come back. I don't want to hear none of that. We don't want to hear none of that, Ted. All we want to see is that you guys have departed with Ernie Grunfeld after failing to make the playoffs. That's all we really want to see. It's a simple request. You said it in a radio interview. You've said it multiple times about the goals and what happens if goals ain't reached. And we at the point of the season where the goals ain't reached. So, as a depressed fan base, as sad fans of the Washington Wizards, who have a not so bright future as far as cap space and bad contracts and injuries, the one gleam of hope that the fans have is the potential to finally end the era of Ernie Grunfeld and whoever else is in that front office. That's the only glimmer of hope, ray of shining light that will put some new life into the fan base that the fans can be excited about and be like, oh, who should be the new GM? Now, all the new GM stuff, I'm not thinking about that yet because I just want to see what you are going to do, Ted. Once that happens, then we get to the GM stuff. But we all waiting for you to make a decision. Now, you said we're going to see what happens out west and stuff, but that shouldn't matter. You know what you're going to do already. Wizards fans, Ted Leonsis know what he going to do already. It's official now, but Ted already know. He know if he keeping Ernie or if he letting him go. This is already a made-up decision. So I'm just ready to hear what you got to do. It don't got nothing to do with what they do out west. Ted, you know if you letting Ernie go or if you not. And I promise you, it will not be good if you do not let Ernie Grunfeld go. I mean, you heard yesterday, let's go Heat, all the Heat cheering and stuff in the Capital One Arena. Shoot, that ain't nothing. Because it could get way worse next year. You talking about money and revenue and all that, all the sports booking stuff. Man, you need to focus on some people coming to the games. Because ain't nobody really trying to go see the Wizards. Especially if it's under the same circumstances, especially front office wise, next year as it is this year. You got to get a fan something to look forward to. Because it ain't nothing to look forward to next year. It's really not. Unless the Wizards luck up and get a Zion with the #1 pick or something. But that's far-fetched. So the ball is in your court. I'm hoping and confident that you're going to make the right decision for the future of the team and for some happiness of the fan base. Whew. That's a lot, man. It's very interesting to see what you're going to do, Ted. I'm very curious. But that's all I got for you guys right now. Like and subscribe, and I'm out.
Georgie.